Imagine the applause, the recognition. You've made it. The ego swells, feeding off the praise. But the higher you climb, the more fragile the ground beneath your feet feels. You're no longer chasing success. Now, you're running from failure. Each new achievement leaves you hungry for more, addicted to validation. The success-driven world rewards you, but silently, the ego builds its prison around you. How do you break free? Stoicism is not about rejecting success, but mastering the ego that twists success into something darker. This is the guide to controlling the silent enemy inside, before it consumes you completely. So start with our first lesson, which is the subtle tyrant within. You wake up early, tackle your routine, and finally achieve a significant goal. For a brief moment, you bask in the euphoria of success, feeling invincible. Yet, almost immediately, doubt seeps in. Was it truly enough? Could you have pushed harder? The ego, that insidious whisperer, isn't satisfied with victory. It begins plotting the next conquest, reinforcing the idea that you're only as good as your latest success. This is where the real struggle begins. The Stoics understood that the ego is a subtle tyrant. It doesn't shout, it whispers, planting seeds of inadequacy and convincing you that you are never enough. As Marcus Aurelius famously stated, it is not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them. The ego transforms success into an elusive target, perpetually shifting just beyond your grasp. To break free from this relentless cycle, you must first recognize the game your ego plays, entangling you in an unending loop of achievement devoid of genuine fulfillment. True liberation comes when you acknowledge that the only victory that truly matters is over the tyrant within. Instead of chasing external accolades, shift your focus inward. Embrace the idea that your worth isn't defined by achievements, but by the peace you cultivate in your mind. Ultimately, the battle against the ego is the most crucial fight of all. Second, the unseen cost of victory. Success comes at a price, yet it's often one we overlook. After achieving a significant milestone, the initial high can be intoxicating. You revel in the applause, savoring the recognition, but soon, the invisible costs emerge. Precious time lost with loved ones, missed laughter during family dinners, and the gnawing sense of isolation that creeps in as you climb higher. The ego assures you that these sacrifices are essential, that you're on the path to greatness. But is that truth? Seneca cautioned against the hidden toll of relentless ambition, stating, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Each time you exchange your inner peace for another rung on the success ladder, you're essentially making a pact with the devil, and your ego acts as the broker. At first, the trade may seem worthwhile, but slowly, the things that truly matter begin to erode. The Stoic mind encourages you to dig deeper. What gains are you really achieving if you lose sight of who you are in the process? The real power lies in recognizing these costs and understanding that not every victory is worth the price you pay. Some battles are won not through relentless pursuit, but by the courage to walk away, prioritizing peace and meaningful connections over fleeting accolades. Embrace the strength of knowing when to step back. Third, the insecurity behind success. You've reached the pinnacle of success, yet instead of feeling triumphant, an unsettling vulnerability grips you. Every eye seems fixed upon you, silently judging and waiting for a misstep. The ego feeds on this anxiety, whispering that any failure could obliterate everything you've worked tirelessly to achieve. But Stoicism offers a different perspective, teaching that true strength lies not in dodging failure, but in embracing it. Epictetus wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The ego's grip tightens as it identifies itself solely through success, creating an illusion of security that crumbles under scrutiny. The Stoic mind understands that failure is not only inevitable, it's an opportunity for growth. In those moments of collapse, authentic character emerges. The more you cling to your achievements, the more fragile your foundation becomes. It's this underlying insecurity that makes the prospect of failure so daunting. However, true power is realized when you let go of the need to be invulnerable. Embracing failure as an integral part of your journey allows you to redefine success on your terms. Instead of fearing the fall, view it as a stepping stone, an experience to learn and evolve from. When you acknowledge that every setback is a chapter in your story, you can navigate the landscape of success with confidence and resilience. Fourth, the addiction to approval. You step off the stage, basking in the deafening applause of a major victory. In that moment, the ego swells with pride, drinking in the adulation and craving more. You feel invincible, as if nothing could touch you. But what happens when the applause fades? The silence that follows can be deafening, leaving a void the ego struggles to fill. In truth, we are all addicted to approval in some form. The Stoics understood the peril of seeking validation from others. Marcus Aurelius wisely cautioned, "We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." This addiction creates a dangerous cycle. As you chase approval, you become perpetually vulnerable to its loss. The thrill of recognition becomes a fleeting rush, leaving you longing for more. The more you seek external validation, the less control you exert over your own life. Stoicism teaches us that the only approval that truly matters is self-approval. When you turn your focus inward, listening to your own voice instead of the crowd's, the ego's grip begins to loosen. Remember, applause is transient. It fades with time. However, your sense of self can remain steadfast and unshaken. True strength arises from within, and when you embrace this inner validation, you break free from the chains of approval, allowing your true essence to shine. Fifth, the trap of self-image. You've meticulously crafted your public persona, the embodiment of success, confidence, and relentless ambition. In the spotlight, it feels exhilarating, yet deep inside, you recognize it's merely a mask. The ego constructs this facade, convincing you that it's essential for survival in a world obsessed with achievement. However, Stoicism teaches that the tighter you cling to this image, the further you drift from your true self. Seneca wisely stated, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Wearing the mask of success might initially feel empowering, but it becomes suffocating over time. Each effort to maintain this facade weakens your foundation, leaving you increasingly vulnerable when faced with challenges. The threat of losing this image looms large, and the fear paralyzes you. Real freedom emerges when you allow yourself to step beyond this mask. Embracing vulnerability, imperfection, and your inherent humanity unlocks a powerful transformation. The ego craves invincibility, but authentic power stems from being genuine. When you strip away the layers of pretense, you unearth something far more resilient beneath. A sense of self that is unwavering, unshakable, and true. True strength lies in authenticity. Instead of projecting an ideal, embrace your flaws, your struggles, and your journey. Only then can you cultivate a life grounded in reality, where the weight of expectation is replaced by the liberating truth of who you are. Sixth, the fear of being forgotten. The ego whispers insidiously, urging you to leave an indelible mark, a legacy that outlives you. Yet, Stoicism unveils this desire as a mere trick of the ego, a cunning distraction from the present. Marcus Aurelius posed a poignant question: how much time do you really need to be famous after you're dead? This fear of being forgotten propels many of our actions, but in the vastness of existence, we are but fleeting shadows. In a world obsessed with accolades, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. The Stoics beckon us to redirect our focus, to live virtuously in the now rather than fret over how we'll be remembered. While the ego craves a form of immortality, the Stoic perspective reveals that genuine immortality arises from the positive impact we have on those around us today. You don't need to be immortalized in textbooks or celebrated in grand tributes. What truly counts is how you engage with the lives you touch in the present moment. The memories you create and the kindness you show will ripple through time far beyond your awareness. So, release the fear of being forgotten. Embrace each day as an opportunity to live fully, authentically, and compassionately. In doing so, you cultivate a legacy woven into the hearts of others, one that flourishes in the present, long after you've faded from sight. Seventh, the mirage of success. You finally stand at the summit, the world sprawled beneath you, yet a nagging emptiness lingers. The triumph you chased so fervently doesn't carry the sweetness you anticipated. Instead, it feels like a hollow echo of the success the ego promised. This disillusionment reveals the truth. You've encountered the mirage of success. Epictetus wisely observed, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." In the relentless pursuit of achievement, the ego crafts a deceptive narrative, convincing you that success is a destination to be reached. However, the Stoic perspective unravels this illusion, revealing that true success is not about standing at the pinnacle, but rather about mastering the journey that unfolds. As you peel away the layers of false fulfillment, a profound realization dawns. The ego's version of success was merely smoke and mirrors. The real treasures lie not in accolades or material wealth, but in the character forged along the way, the resilience built through struggles, and the lessons learned from failures. You begin to understand that life's richness springs from embracing the process, not fixating on the endpoint. Each challenge faced, every moment of doubt conquered, shapes you into a more authentic version of yourself. The path is where true fulfillment resides, and it's in this understanding that the grip of the ego starts to loosen. Eighth, the ego's fear of change. The ego thrives on familiarity, clinging tightly to what it knows, and it fears the unknown with every fiber of its being. You've meticulously built your identity around certain achievements and milestones, creating a sense of security that feels essential to your existence. The thought of losing this identity is paralyzing. However, Stoicism offers a liberating perspective. Change is the only constant in life. Marcus Aurelius poignantly remarked, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." While the ego yearns for stability, reality is that life is a constant flow of shifts and transformations. The Stoic mindset embraces this fluidity, understanding that genuine strength lies in adaptability rather than in desperately clinging to the past. Resistance to change leads to suffering, while acceptance allows for growth and evolution. The ego fears change because it disrupts the carefully crafted narrative it relies upon. Yet, when you release this narrative, you open yourself to new possibilities and experiences. Letting go of the need to control every aspect of your life allows you to confront the future with courage and curiosity. In embracing change, you discover the freedom to redefine who you are. True power emerges not from clinging to old identities, but from the willingness to evolve continuously, transforming each challenge into an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Ninth, the freedom in letting go. At the heart of every struggle with the ego lies an overwhelming inability to let go. You find yourself clinging to success, seeking approval, and desperately trying to maintain control. However, this grasping only leads to increased suffering. Stoicism teaches us that true freedom emerges through the practice of letting go. As Epictetus wisely stated, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. Letting go doesn't mean relinquishing ambition or purpose. It means releasing the need to prove yourself continuously. It involves surrendering the paralyzing fear of failure and the obsessive desire to control every aspect of your life. The ego, ever fearful of loss, pushes you to hold on tightly, believing that security lies in possession. Yet, the Stoic understands that genuine power is found in the ability to release that grip. The tighter you hold on to your expectations, accomplishments, or validation, the more you become imprisoned by your own desires. Ironically, freedom is not found in accumulating more. It is discovered in embracing less. When you learn to let go of the need for external validation, you open yourself up to new experiences and possibilities. In this release, you uncover a profound sense of peace and liberation. Embrace the freedom that comes with letting go, for it is through this process that you will find the strength to become your truest self. 10th, the quiet power of self-mastery. At the end of all struggles, victories, and defeats, the Stoic mind discovers its ultimate power in self-mastery. The ego continually seeks external validation, applause, accolades, and recognition, but the Stoic finds profound peace within. Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This reflects a key Stoic principle. The ego's desire for retribution and acknowledgement often leads to turmoil and dissatisfaction. True power lies not in conquering others, but in mastering oneself. The journey towards self-mastery involves breaking free from the shackles of desires, fears, and the incessant need for approval. It requires introspection, a willingness to face uncomfortable truths, and the courage to change. When you cultivate self-mastery, external circumstances lose their grip on your emotional well-being. You become the master of your thoughts and actions. The ego craves dominance over others, but the Stoic understands that the only true power is self-control. In quiet mastery, you find resilience against life's challenges and a profound sense of inner strength. Rather than reacting impulsively or seeking revenge, you respond with wisdom and composure. This state of being allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Ultimately, self-mastery leads to genuine strength, lasting peace, and a freedom that no external validation can provide. In this journey, you not only transform yourself but also impact those around you in meaningful ways. The journey of understanding the subtle tyrant within us reveals that true strength lies not in the pursuit of external validation, but in mastering oneself. Embracing the complexities of ego and success illuminates the path to authentic fulfillment and inner peace. As we navigate through life's victories and defeats, it becomes clear that real power comes from self-awareness and letting go of our need for approval. What if the key to unlocking your true potential lies in a single decision? Explore this deeper in our next videos, where we dive further into self-discovery. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other insightful content on the end screen.